Hey guys, Samuel and Audrey here, and today we're taking you on a massive food tour of the beautiful seaside city of Halifax, Nova Scotia. This summer we had the chance to spend the week exploring Halifax in partnership with Tourism Nova Scotia, and the cuisine was a real highlight. You hungry?
Oh yeah.
Me too. Our quest for a taste of the Maritimes led us to all sorts of restaurants, breweries, distilleries, pubs, and outdoor patios, and we're going to be sharing them all with you in this video.
That one was a little stuck.
We'll dive into the seafood scene with dishes ranging from lobster roll to risotto with scallops and seafood linguine to fusion maki rolls. We'll taste the beloved Halifax Donair, which is the city's must-try dish and a great street food snack. We'll also visit a few different craft breweries, go on a sunset wine cruise, and do a spirits tasting inside the Citadel. So join us on this Halifax food tour as we check out some of the best Canadian food in Atlantic Canada. The following is our Halifax food guide, so bring your appetite. Okay, so for today's dinner, we are eating at the Waterfront Warehouse, and we have gone all out on the seafood. We ordered their seafood platter for two.
I would go as far as to call it a seafood extravaganza.
Yes, it's got a little bit of everything. A full cracked Atlantic lobster, local oysters, you get a shrimp cocktail, chilled crab, marinated chilled mussels, Solomon Gundy, house-made chutneys, and a cocktail sauce, all served on crushed ice. Ooh yeah, that's what we're eating. Cheers.
Cheers.
But before we dive into the food, we have to show you our drinks. I took this as an opportunity to try my very first Caesar. This is a bit of a savory cocktail featuring vodka, Tabasco, Worcestershire sauce, and Clamato juice, which is clam and tomato juice. I really liked it and would recommend trying it, even if it's just once. It's got pepperoni, an olive, a pickle, lemon, lime, a string bean.
That's a lot of variety.
Salty. Cheers, husband.
Cheers. I'm having Garrison Irish Red, which is a local beer. Very excited to try this one.
It's a red one.
Matches the hair, doesn't it? It's nice and refreshing. I love it. It's gonna go great with the seafood.
Then it was time to eat. First up, oysters. Let's do this. Oysters. Gonna squeeze some lemon juice on there. Cheers to you. Let's hope this works.
Oystastic.
It went down. Next up, some lovely looking shrimp.
It's shrimp o'clock, guys, and there's marinara sauce. Look at that. Plump, succulent shrimp, and it pairs perfectly with the marinara sauce.
So apparently this next dish is called Solomon Gundy. I don't know if that's a Halifax thing or a Nova Scotia thing, but it's pickled herring with capers and red onions, and they told me I can put it on a cracker, grab some capers, sour cream to cut the acidity of the pickledness. That's good.
Yeah? I thought you'd like it. I've had something like this before. So.
I do like it.
I love pickled herring.
I feel like we ate this when we were traveling in northern Germany along the Baltic coast.
We sure did.
Weren't we eating pickled herring there?
Yeah, we sure did. We had a pickled
were.
herring sandwich. Check out these big mussels.
Oh, yeah.
In here.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you, after my lobster incident in Grand Manan, New Brunswick, I need one of these.
You too.
I don't think anyone's ever sprayed as much lobster juice on themselves as possibly I have. Things have been cracked already, guys. Look, I just have to tear off a piece and it's good to go.
What are you gonna dip it in?
Of course, how about the aioli sauce?
Yeah, garlicky.
Garlicky. I just love lobster.
I don't think we needed dessert after that meal, but you know us. We decided to indulge a little with a slice of the pecan flan with caramel and blueberries, and the strawberry rhubarb crumble with vanilla ice cream.
I think I have food envy over here.
Very decadent and just dense.
That's a winner for sure.
We ended that delightful first meal in Halifax with an evening wander along the waterfront. Next up, we're going to take you to the Bicycle Thief, where we had one of our best meals in Halifax. This is another restaurant situated on the waterfront, and they do North American food with an Italian soul. For my entree, I ordered the local scallops with a herb crumb crust, lemon, white wine, and garlic butter. They were a thing of beauty and a wonderful explosion of flavors. I paired the dish with Tidal Bay, a Nova Scotia white wine.
Is that what scallop dreams are made of?
It sure is. So tender.
And how about your wine? My Argentine red.
Yeah, Sam's having a what? Trapiche?
Trapiche, yeah. Gold medallion, a wine we're familiar with. How's the white?
It's so good. It's like refreshing and crisp.
Perfect for seafood, right?
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Meanwhile, for his entree, Sam went for the jumbo shrimp sautéed with garlic, cognac, and charred grape tomatoes with a splash of cream. It was an excellent start to the meal.
Shrimpies, my friend, not just any kind.
Not just any kind, a jumbo shrimp.
Yes.
Well, dig on in.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. I'm speechless. That is so good.
Yeah.
Just give me a giant plate of that.
I know.
I'm good.
We still have pasta coming.
I know we do. The sauce is just amazing. Pairs so well with the shrimp. Such juicy, succulent shrimp.
Now, time for the main dish, the pasta. So, I got the linguine with Nova Scotia lobster. This looks amazing. It also has sherry, tomatoes, garlic, a splash of cream.
Oh,
Ooh.
twirl that fork.
The piece of lobster, mandatory.
What's the...
I say, oh my. I love the chunks of lobster. There's a lot of that in there. Guys, gotta try this if you come to Halifax.
So I am having creamy risotto with scallops dusted with pistachio.
And it has lemon
Look at
zest and mascarpone.
Oh! Kind of just feel like living at this restaurant and having them serve me new dishes because everything's so good.
After such a great lunch, we couldn't resist trying a dessert or two. Sam went for this lovely shortcake with caramel and pecans, while I opted for the lemon meringue pie. Another Halifax restaurant we enjoyed is Salty's, situated on the harbour front. They offer both casual and fine dining, and they have a nice outdoor patio. We opted for a casual lunch and grabbed a seat indoors since it was a bit windy that day. First up, let me show you our drinks.
So I've got a local India Pale Ale, IPA.
Yes,
And you?
and I have a cider,
Yep.
and I accidentally ordered one from Toronto.
Oh,
Hometown represent.
oh, you get
That
minus
was not intentional.
minus 95 points for that.
It's really good though. It's Brickworks.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've been there.
In all fairness, it was the only cider on the menu.
Yes,
So
and it's so nice.
I'm going local over here.
For our appetizer, we got the bacon wrapped scallops with the homemade cocktail sauce.
Bacon and scallops, is that what dreams are made of?
Indeed, seriously.
That sounds like such a great combo.
And my happy food place.
Happy food place, happy food dance. Dun, 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 raise the roof.
And we also ordered the Nova Scotia smoked salmon with sour cream, capers, red onions, and bread.
It's a one-biter. This is amazing smoked salmon. It makes for the perfect appetizer because you get several bites of it, but you're not going to fill up too much.
Then on to our mains. I chose their seafood chowder with a mix of local fish and shellfish. For his main, Sam decided to try a lobster roll with a bit of a twist.
So this is a bit of a unique one. It's on the croissant. Can't wait to try it. Last time we had it, it was a bit more like a submarine type of sandwich.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah, this is different.
Oh yeah.
I could hear you bite into it. It was so buttery and flaky.
I know that. I mean, I'm just gonna say I wasn't necessarily sold on the croissant form, but now that I've bitten into that buttery croissant, just complements it so well.
Yes, there was dessert once more. I don't even know what to say. We have a bit of a sweet tooth. We got a blueberry cake with vanilla ice cream and whipped cream, and it was the perfect little treat. Now let's hop over to Dartmouth for a look at the food scene just across the water. Dartmouth is located on the eastern shore of Halifax Harbour, and it's just a 10-minute ferry ride over. They have an awesome foodie scene with lots of restaurants, cafes, and plenty of craft breweries to choose from. Time for another meal. Today we've crossed over to Dartmouth on the ferry and we are eating at the canteen. It's going to be a light lunch because we've been overindulging a little bit. So I've ordered the Crobster roll, crab and lobster. Oh yes, I'm having both. And you went for...
I'm going for a snow crab dip,
snow crab dip.
which includes cream cheese and crab, obviously.
My. In the meantime, some orange juice and a little ginger beer for Sam.
Ginger beer. You know what? Ginger beer to me is the king of sodas. The king of sodas. It's my favorite soda. I mean, second would be root beer, but ginger beer, like a really good ginger beer, is my favorite. And I can't wait to try this one because it's a local product. It's from Propeller, and it also features ginseng as well.
Ooh.
So I'm hoping it has lots of bite. It's my first sip. Oh yeah, that's a really good one. And you know what? Our server was telling us that if you add some rum, make it a little stormy, it's even better.
Now, this is a lobster roll. I am proud. Look at that thing of beauty. Look at the size. It is overflowing with lobster and crab. It's a crobster. So let's just bite on in. Look at that. Look at that.
I know. You're going to be sharing
All
that.
perfectly toasted.
I'm insisting you share. It looks so good.
Oh my god.
Is that the lobster roll that dreams are made of?
Most definitely.
Wow.
The bun is so buttery and it's just loaded.
Loaded.
Look at that.
It's jacked. It is jacked.
And this is one of those instances where I don't want to share.
But you're going to. I'm so excited to be trying the snow crab dip. And guys, this is beautifully presented. I mean, check that out. It's got olive oil drizzled on top with some different seasonings. This dill, and of course it has plenty of cream cheese. And these are like homemade bread crackers. If I had a choice between this and hummus, and I love hummus, this is like 10 times better. The combination of seafood and cream cheese is just so amazing.
Once again, we could not resist dessert. Are you noticing a theme here? So we got the carrot cake with roasted coconut and cream cheese icing. What can I say? I think Sam's face says it all. After that lovely meal and exploring a bit of Dartmouth on foot, we decided it was time to hit up a brewery. We chose Brightwood Brewery.
Hello, greetings from Dartmouth Brightwood Brewery. We're going to be having a flight of beer.
flight
I like
of
to call them
beers.
sliders, apparently. It's actually called a flight of beer. There's 7 different ones to choose from. I've got 4 of them.
Okay.
And we're also having the famous pies that you've been telling me about.
Yeah, humble pie.
Humble pies, they're New Zealand style pies.
Yeah, savory pies.
Savory pies. But before that, I thought we'd try the beers.
Here are some thoughts on the beer Sam tried. First up, Vermont is for Lovers, a New England IPA.
Are you feeling the love?
I like that.
Vermont.
It's got a bit of a citrusy aftertaste.
Next was Minutes California Common Lager.
Ooh, this one's sweeter for sure. This is one that you, I think, would like.
Ooh, okay. Good to know.
Then Made Me Blush Rosé IPA.
No, this one you'd like even more.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's less. I prefer a stronger beer.
And lastly, BMAC IPA Memorial Beer.
That one's pretty good too. But I have to say, the winner for me is this kind of one right here. Vermont's is for lovers.
Sam is more of a stout and porter drinker when it comes to beers, so these were definitely more up my alley, but don't worry, we drank them all. Now let's move on to the pies. Humble Pie is a popular pie shop in Dartmouth specializing in savory New Zealand style pies. Quite a few people had recommended them to us, and we were planning to head there right after trying a few beers, but then we noticed that Brightwood Brewery had humble pies on their menu, so we got 2 of them. We really enjoyed their beef and bacon stroganoff pie with strips of beef and a rich and tangy mushroom gravy with smoked bacon. They have all sorts of pies to choose from, like butter chicken, barbecue pulled pork, chicken cranberry brie, and more, so don't miss out on some humble pie when you visit Dartmouth. That was a huge bite. That is so good. The meat is so tender and just like melts in your mouth. It's really tasty.
So for tonight's dinner, we came to Sea Smoke.
It's amazing for sushi, and if you order enough rolls, they'll prepare it in a boat like this.
Yeah.
So we got 6 different rolls. We've been going to town on it for a while, and we've got our work cut out to finish this. It's amazing. I just love the different combinations, and there's some local ingredients too. You can get lobster included, and yeah, it's just awesome.
Sea Smoke was a recommendation from a local, and it sure lived up to our expectations. This restaurant is located on the harbor front and focuses on sushi and Asian-inspired seafood. We opted for an assortment of makis after seeing a photo of their sushi boats online. We did 3 of their fusion rolls, including Holy Dynamite with tempura shrimp and barbecue eel, Sea Smoke with smoked salmon, and Black Mamba with tempura shrimp and lobster. The makis were super creative and bursting with flavor. Aside from that, we also got some of our favorite rolls like the spicy salmon and the Philadelphia roll. We may have gotten a little carried away with all that sushi, but guess what we had for breakfast the next morning? One really cool foodie activity we did in Halifax was go on a Wines on the Water tour aboard tall ship Silva. So this evening we are doing a really fun tour. This is called Wines on the Water. We're going to be out sailing for 2 hours, sampling 5 different Nova Scotian wines. Perfect weather, nice little breeze. I'm on glass number 2. And the scallops have just arrived. Digby scallops. This is one of our little appetizers. How are you enjoying this outing so far?
Oh, it's great. So relaxing, so fun, festive environment, great wines, great food. Everyone's having a great time.
We got to cruise along Halifax Harbour and up the Northwest Arm while enjoying a charcuterie board, grilled lobster tail and scallops, and various white and red wines from Nova Scotia. It was a really fun evening out, and it ended with a dance party. Of course, no visit to Halifax would have been complete without visiting the Alexander Keith's Brewery. This brewery was founded in 1820 by Alexander Keith himself, who immigrated from Scotland 3 years prior. This place is an institution here in Halifax. They weren't offering tours when we visited, but we still got to do a little tasting. Sam went for the red ale, and I couldn't help myself with the raspberry beer. It had such a beautiful bright pink color, and it was tart yet sweet.
And that's got a really nice tart balance with the raspberries and the sour of the beer.
Cheers! Oh, that is good. Oh yeah, that's right up my alley, seriously. That's the one I'm gonna order once we go inside. Yeah, that's good.
Cheers. So I'm trying the Stag's Head Red Ale. So excited. Oh, it's delicious. We've been kind of walking around all afternoon, so I've been craving a beer for a while. It's a great little sampler, and in fact now we're gonna go and order a bigger pint and also maybe a proper sampler portion.
Yeah, maybe
as well.
a flight of beers.
Yeah, for sure.
So this next pub we visited has sadly closed since our visit. 2020 has been a tough year for many businesses, and the Red Stag officially closed its doors at the end of summer. But we still wanted to include it since this is where we sampled some more Alexander Keith's beers, and we also tried some unique Nova Scotian pub food that you should be able to find elsewhere in the city.
Sammy JJ, what are you drinking today?
I have exactly the same as you with these two. So the 7579, also have the red, but of course I'm swapping out the Pilsner with the stout. So probably going to be my favorite. I'll start with that. Cheers.
Cheers.
I love that one. It's like a mule in a glass. It has that. I always think of a good stout kind of has like a gingerbread aftertaste. This one has that. Okay, onto the red. That's a really nice one. Not overpowering by any means. Nice flavor to it.
You drank lots of red beer in Patagonia, I do recall.
Yeah, that's true. And last but not least, 7579. A little bit citrusy, fruity. So these were actually arranged in the order of how I like them. 1, 2, 3. But they're all good. But the stout is my favorite.
Okay, first time trying macaroni balls. This is just
Mac and cheese balls, yeah.
all of macaroni shaped into a little ball.
Yeah. Why don't you try it with the dipping sauce?
Oh my god.
Wow.
Less talking, more eating, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hot. Oh, that just came out of the deep fryer. That was piping hot. Wow. It actually reminds me of an Italian dish.
Really?
Remember the rice balls
Yes.
that we tried in Venice?
Oh yeah.
This feels like the North American version.
Yeah,
Instead of rice,
mac and cheese, baby.
mac and cheese.
I like it.
It's pretty tasty, gotta say. I do like it. Just don't take such a big bite like I did, or you'll burn the insides of your mouth.
Well, we've been told this is a super Nova Scotian dish.
Both of these, yeah. So deep fried pepperoni. Trying this for the first time in my life, which is awesome. Looks like it's a kind of a honey mustard in here. Dip it in. Oh, it's delicious. So basically imagine thickly cut pepperoni slices, just lightly deep fried.
I thought it was going to be the whole stick deep fried.
Yeah. It's just a little bit crispier than normal. Kind of the perfect like pub snack or pre-meal snack. And so, yeah, I really like it.
Then for the main, I got the pale ale battered fish and chips with the fresh haddock, seasoned fries, coleslaw, and a chipotle tartar sauce. It was really tasty and the portion was huge. Fish and chips. Oh yeah.
You're gonna dunk that in the tartar sauce? Oh yeah, right in there. Good?
That was pretty good.
You like the beer battered
Nice
style?
and crispy. Oh yeah. After all the appetizers we ordered, we could have easily shared this, but no. Sam also ordered a fish burger. This was the garlic and herb crusted haddock on a brioche bun with mixed greens, cucumber, and a roasted garlic mayo.
Yeah, this is just any hamburger. This is a haddock burger. Fish burger.
Fish burger.
Fish burger. Check out this, guys. It's almost like having fish and, not fish and chips, but like the fish you get from the fish and chips in the burger. I mean, if you're craving fish, it's even better than a hamburger.
During our visit to Halifax, Sam also went on a solo mission to Garrison Brewing to sample some more craft beer. This place is located just across from the Halifax Seaport Farmers Market, and they have a nice outdoor terrace. Sam got a flight of 5, featuring the Sasquatch Hop Smash Pale Ale, Irish Red, Deja Mu Milk Stout, Ginger and Turmeric Relax IPA, and the Tall Ship East Coast Ale. I know he didn't say much, but hey, he looks like he had a good time, right? Continuing this Halifax food tour, Sam went to Piatto for a taste of Naples and the heart of Halifax. The pizzaiolo here uses ingredients and procedures regulated by the Italian Governing Association, so you know you're getting the true flavors of Napoli. Sam went for the classic margherita pizza with tomato sauce, mozzarella, basil, and extra virgin olive oil. Now that looks good. Another fun place to eat in Halifax is the Stubborn Goat Beer Garden on the harbourfront. This spot serves up East Coast food, and all of their drinks are made here in Nova Scotia. You can't go wrong with a craft beer and a poutine. They also have another location on Grafton for when it's too cold to drink and dine outdoors. Now let's do breakfast. We decided to kick off one of our mornings in Halifax with a tasty breakfast at the Arms Public House, which is situated inside the Lord Nelson Hotel. This is an English-style pub with a dimly lit interior, dark furnishings, and tin ceilings that create the soft glow and just make it feel super cozy. It's the kind of place that has lots of character and makes you want to linger. I opted for something savory, while Sam went for something sweet. Okay, so the food has arrived, and I went for the Arms breakfast. This is their classic, and I got it with 2 sunny-side-up eggs, bacon instead of sausage, some whole grain toast, hash browns, and I also have some fresh fruit, some pineapple, melon, watermelon, cute little bottle of ketchup. So yeah, I think this is going to be a very tasty meal. Shall we dig in?
Guys, this is what I've been waiting for. Just absolutely awesome. 3 pieces of French toast, locally sourced blueberries come along with it. We've also got a little bit of strawberry, melon slices, and also watermelon. And the best part too is pure Canadian maple syrup to add on to that, which is a part of having a Canadian breakfast. I mean, I would even put maple syrup on savory items. That's how good it tastes.
That's how Canadian he is, guys.
Yes. I'm gonna pour it over all 3 slices. And you know what? They gave me a generous jar, and I intend to use it. Look at it overflowing like that. That's totally awesome. And that's the best kind to use for French toast.
Now let's talk about donaires. This legendary Halifax dish consists of shaved slices of beef on a pita, topped with diced tomatoes and onions, and a sweet and garlicky sauce made with condensed milk. We grabbed one to go at Johnny K's Authentic Donaires.
The moment we've been waiting for. This is Halifax's official food, if you didn't know that. You might have thought, oh, maybe it's lobster or something. No, it's actually the donaire. And the donaire first came to Halifax in the 1970s. When they first tried to sell it, it wasn't that big of a hit because locals didn't really enjoy the lamb and yogurt-based sauce. So they modified it to include like beef and chicken, and they also included a sweet sauce, which was more to the locals' tastes. And it's been an institution in this city ever since. I'm gonna try not to make too much of a mess. Ooh, I can see there's a lot of sauce spilling out already.
Oh yeah, I could not believe the amount of sauce. He put 2 ladles of sauce in there. It was like, wow.
That is what this is known for, so saucy affair.
I think the sauce is the main ingredient, really.
Yeah. That sweet sauce. My goodness. You can taste the donaire meat as well. It's also got onions and tomato. It makes kind of like the ultimate late night meal here in Halifax, or a lunch or a snack for that matter.
So we've talked a lot about wine and craft beer, but now let's move on to spirits. For our next drink experience, we made our way to the Halifax Citadel, where Compass Distillers aged their spirits. We joined their Raise Your Spirits tour. We met at the entrance of the Citadel, where we were welcomed by a Highlander who shared a bit of history about this fortification and also shared a bit about the role alcohol played in rallying the British troops. In fact, in the early 1800s, the southern part of Brunswick Street was referred to as Knock 'em Down Street because of the number of taverns and fights that broke out there. We then got to see where the barrels are kept and learn how the various spirits are aged. And then it was time to do a little tasting. We tried a total of 3 spirits: the Noon Gun Gin, the Fort George Genever, and the Daily Ration Rum. This was paired with a lovely charcuterie board featuring an assortment of meats, artisanal cheeses, and bread. It was a fun evening and a unique way to experience the Citadel at night. Another Halifax restaurant we ate at is the Mercantile Social. This is a really trendy spot with a cool design and a ceiling that's covered in paintings, so don't forget to look up. We went there for happy hour and a light bite.
Sure.
Cheers. Happy hour at the
Mercantile.
Mercantile, that's right. And I've got Disaros, which is a local red wine. Yeah, it's just so nice to be chilling out here during happy hour. And we've got some delicious bites coming up soon too.
So I got the gin Ricky. It's happy hour here from 4 to 6 p.m. First time drinking a gin Ricky. This one's like very limey, kind of zesty, tiny bit sweet. I like it. So this is my early dinner today, guys. I got the soba salad, which looks so good. It's got mushrooms, edamame beans, tomato, avocado, prawns, tempura prawns, and a soy-based sauce, I believe.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Doesn't that look nice?
That looks amazing.
It's like a refreshing
Very,
summer salad.
very colorful and
Yeah.
tastefully presented too. Look at that. Swirl that fork, huh?
Very light. There you go. Ooh.
How's that?
These are like jumbo shrimp and they are so plump. So good.
Could I have one too, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, you may. That one's yours.
Look at this.
Ooh.
A tower of a burger.
A tower indeed.
Pickle on top. I'm just gonna take this off for a second so I can show you what we got.
Onion ring, tomato, double
Yes.
hamburger, cheddar cheese, lettuce, bun.
How does one even attempt to eat a burger this
How
big?
does one even hold such a burger?
My jaw does not stretch big enough, but I will attempt. That's pure delight. With the double patty and juiciness of the onion ring, it's a delicious burger.
We also ordered a mini cheesecake and a scoop of ice cream. Just a little something to share. And that is our Halifax food guide. These are all the places we ate and drank at for a taste of Atlantic Canada. We hope this video gave you some ideas of restaurants to visit and dishes to try on your own trip to Halifax. Once again, thank you for joining us on this Halifax food tour, and we'll see you soon with more travels across Nova Scotia. Bye!